It's wild to think how fast things can change. In terms of the NFL, I'm going to give you some examples. So 3 years ago, Alex Smith was the starting quarterback for the Chiefs. Le'Veon Bell and Antonio Brown were all pros in Pittsburgh. Jimmy Garoppolo was the backup to Tom Brady on the Patriots to start the season. Blake Bortles nearly led Jacksonville to the Super Bowl. And Carson Wentz played like an MVP before he got hurt, with Doug Peterson looking like the best coach in football after the Eagles had won the Super Bowl. Then we flash forward to today, and all these scenarios look drastically different. The whole situation with Doug Peterson is mind-boggling, but to go back to that season 3 years ago, there was another interesting thing that happened. The Cleveland Browns finished 0-16, capped off by a loss in Week 17 to the Pittsburgh Steelers backups. As a Browns fan, this was painful for a variety of reasons, but when Corey Coleman dropped that pass that sealed our winless fate, it felt ceremonious. He was the Browns' first-round pick in 2016, the year that the Browns could have had Carson Wentz, but instead they traded back to get a receiver who is no longer in the NFL. It felt like we had missed out on our franchise quarterback on top of the fact that we couldn't even win a single game, not even against backups. After suffering through coach after coach, quarterback after quarterback, and not making the playoffs since 2003, did I ever imagine the Browns could reach the postseason again? Well, after the 2019 disaster with Freddie Kitchens, it's safe to say that my childlike optimism was officially beginning to wear out. But after a magical 2020 season led by rookie head coach Kevin Stefanski, the Browns found themselves in uncharted waters. Through their first 15 games, they achieved a record of 10-5. This meant that Cleveland controlled their own destiny to the playoffs, and coincidentally, history was on the line once again in Week 17 against none other than the Pittsburgh Steelers backups. This was a throwaway game for them, but a game that meant history for the Browns. Back then, it was trying to avoid infamy. Now, it was for a chance to make the playoffs for the first time since 2003, when Browns starting quarterback Baker Mayfield was 7 years old. It wasn't easy. It came down to a last-minute failed two-point conversion and a clutch Mayfield run to beat the Steelers' backups. And boom, there it was, history. The drought was over. 18 years of frustration finally gone. Even the Steelers felt happy because they got to go against the same Browns the first round of the playoffs.
I think they're nameless great faces. Yes, they have a couple good players on their team, but at the end of the day, like, I don't know, like it's the Browns, and that's just like one of those things that, you know, AFC North football, and they're a good team, but I'm just happy we're playing them again, you know, this Sunday.
And they start with a horrible snap, and they wind up with a touchdown. Mayfield, the throw caught over the middle by Landry. Jarvis Landry has a touchdown. Kareem Hunt breaks a tackle. Kareem Hunt pulls his way into the end zone. That's good. Their last touchdown. Does he get another here? He's around the corner. He's inside the 5. He's in the end zone again. Hunt with a touchdown.
I don't think any of us could believe what just happened. 28-0 in the first quarter? Later on, Cleveland would put them away on this screen pass to Nick Chubb. And there it was. The Browns had beaten the Steelers in the playoffs. Oh yeah, did I mention the Browns didn't even have head coach Kevin Stefanski? It's almost like these two teams forgot their roles. The Browns were supposed to be little brother, just happy to be there. And big brother, who had beat down this poor team for so long, should have been able to just show up and blow them out. Yet, it was exactly the opposite. The first quarter was the biggest football massacre in the history of the NFL playoffs. The Browns played as equally dominant as the Steelers played terrible. It was filled with moments of brain-dead turnovers, along with moments of dominance through sheer willpower. The Browns played like they deserved to be there. The Steelers looked like a collapsing franchise, trying to get by on their reputation. If and when Big Ben is gone from this team, how poetic would it be for this game to be the final nail in the coffin? No matter what happens for the rest of these playoffs, the Browns did something no one thought was possible. Since going 0-16, Cleveland has fired a GM, has had 4 different head coaches, and also 2 losing seasons. Then, this happened. If this isn't the greatest moment for the Browns expansion franchise since they returned to the NFL 21 years ago, I don't know what is.
Right, Coach Tomlin was pretty clear about the fact that Antonio Brown will use the
blocked into the end zone. Free ball and picked up for the touchdown by Pittsburgh.
On 3rd and goal, Kaiser with a toss. It's dropped, it's loose. The Jets are around the football. They think they have it. And they do.
And they were just trying to get that straightened out. 2nd and goal. They're going to lunge for this here. Now they can't stop the clock. But you got to get set. The Lions are trying to stay on him right now to make sure he can't get up. And I don't think they're going to be able to get this ball off. A quarterback sneak from, over 2 yards out. I don't love that call.
Now 10, Ngakoue coming. Kaiser doesn't see him. Ball is out. It's loose. David Kaiser. Pump fakes. Here comes Bosa. Football is loose.
Got Josh Gordon one-on-one away from trips. There it is.
3rd and 2. And now Kaiser in trouble. He's looking around. The ball is batted into the air. And it is. Is it intercepted? Josh Jones has the ball in his hands.
And this is inexplainable to me. I don't know why in this situation you're just throwing the ball up for grabs. He panicked. That's a rookie panic move by Deshaun Kaiser. And it puts the Green Bay Packers in perfect position.
Allowed 155 to the Chargers. This one downfield. Beckham got him. Touchdown, Browns.
14 play the drive.